The world is changing very quickly, and a series of very major economic, social and environmental challenges are beginning to unfold, and they're not only individually significant, they're also related to each other. For example, the impact of climate change on food production and economic development. No company can insulate itself from these changes, and being part of the solution is increasingly expected not only by customers but also by governments and also by other businesses in their supply chains. So operating sustainably is a modern imperative. It's not a choice, it's a necessity. Sustainability was once really about reputation management and protecting brands from criticism from people who might have a problem with some of the activities that the company was engaged with. That was fine, and it remains a really important driver for sustainability inside companies. But I think we're entering a new phase now where this is really much more about risk management. The risk coming from regulators changing operating conditions, the risks coming from consumer backlashes in terms of rejecting different companies' activities, the risks coming from different companies that you do business with changing their priorities and demanding, for example, low carbon activity as part of their contribution. And of course also the risks to supply chains coming from diminished resource availability, whether that's agricultural produce or materials like fresh water or crude oil. All these things are real. They pose significant strategic risks to companies. And the best framework I know for dealing with that is to invest time in sustainability planning. Sustainability is a huge opportunity for companies in pretty much every sector. It's a source of innovation. It gives you the opportunity to develop new business models, and there's plenty of examples out there now of companies that invested in more efficient, more environmentally friendly, more socially conscious business that's given them the opportunity to enter new markets in ways where they're outstripping their competitors' ability to keep up with them. It's a way of staying one step ahead of regulators. It's a way of staying in contact with customers. And ultimately, it's a brilliant way of gathering all the information you need to run a great business. This is not about poor business or going backwards or making sacrifices to competitiveness. This is about running a modern business that's tuned in with what's going on in the world. I think every company has a huge opportunity to review its operations, to work out where it's at in terms of sustainability challenges, and to start crafting plans that deal with those challenges. And in that process, not only do you understand the impact that you're having on the world and the people who are related to your company and affected by its operations, but you start to see things that you never even knew existed in terms of new markets you can enter and ways in which you can save costs, ways in which you can attract new talent and ways in which you can build your brand reputation. There's many, many opportunities out there, but first of all, you need to understand where you sit in this constellation of interrelated issues, and that's not that complicated when you get down to it. It's really a matter of common sense. One of the things that I think is essential in making this transition towards a more sustainable world and inspiring more sustainable business is drawing attention to the inspirational acts of leadership that are going on out there. And you can see it right across the board in the energy companies, in the water companies, the food companies, the consumer goods firms, the retailers. There's great practice now being developed. One of the things I think that we need to do more effectively as a community of sustainability advocates is to draw attention to those things that are working, to inspire others to be able to see the possibilities for themselves, and importantly, to reward those who've stepped out and really inspired everybody else. That's why I'm really proud to be an ambassador for the International Green Awards. Going on the sustainability journey is really important for businesses in all sectors, in my opinion. Winning an award is a great way of drawing attention to the fact that you've gone on that journey and you've succeeded in making a major difference. These awards are setting out to be the industry standard in drawing attention to creativity and innovation. So go to the International Green Awards website and find out how to enter.